3. Anderson now to kick this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Mostert fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 2nd and a yard, Hurts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now Prater to add the PAT. Pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now Hester will get a shot. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time. Hurts fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand it off to Mostert. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Gordon's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
First throw complete there to Beckham.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Throwing, Herbert. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Herbert. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morten Andersen. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morten Andersen. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game,